website salamradio.co.uk.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذاريات ذروا فالحاملات وقرا فالجاريات يسرا فالمقسمات أمرا إنما توعدون لصادق وإن الدين لواقع والسماء ذات الحبك إنكم لفي قول مختلف يؤفك عنه من أفك قتل الخراصون الذين هم في غمرة ساهون يسألون أيان يوم الدين يوم هم على النار يفتنون ذوقوا فتنتكم هذا الذي كنتم به تستعجلون إن المتقين في جنات وعيون آخذين ما آتاهم ربهم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك محسنين كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون وفي أموالهم حق للسائل والمحروم وفي الأرض آيات للموقنين.
Assalamu alaikum all the listeners and viewers of Salam Radio 106.2 FM और आज हम हाजिर हैं आपके शो के साथ और शो प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं myself Dr. Erum और Zoya Dries और शो का नाम है
Ideal parenting with the kids' perspective.
Yes, and we are having the show we call Mom and Me Radio, navigating the youth journey with myself Dr. Erum Khan and Zoya Dries. तो जोया आज आप क्या टॉपिक पे बात करेंगी आज कौन सा इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक आप लेकर आई हैं सॉरी फॉर द टेक्निकल इशू फॉर द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द शो एवरीवन बट हम आपके साथ मौजूद हैं और प्रोग्राम जो है वो शुरू हुआ चाहता है और अगर आप चाहें इस शो में शामिल होना तो एज़ यूजुअल आप हमें डायल कर सकते हैं at 01733-602-133 पे और अगर आप चाहें अपना टेक्स्ट ड्रॉप करना तो आप कर सकते हैं 07411191062 पर और अगर आप चाहें अपने लाइव कमेंट्स लाइव स्ट्रीम पे ड्रॉप करना चाहें तो यू कैन डू थ्रू आवर फेसबुक यूट्यूब ट्विटर और नाउ इट इज़ कॉलिंग एक्स और यू कैन डू इट थ्रू ट्विच एज वेल तो जोया आज क्या कहेंगे आप हमारे लिसनर्स व्यूअर्स को आज का टॉपिक आपने बहुत अच्छा चूज़ किया है और इसमें आई थिंक हमारे तमाम पेरेंट्स तमाम किड्स तमाम जो फैमिली के मेंबर्स हैं बेसिकली दे आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग आई होप वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंटीग्रल पार्ट इसमें प्ले करते हैं कि हाउ टू अंडरटेक आइडियल पेरेंटिंग और उसके अच्छा आपने जो टॉपिक आज चूज़ किया है जो है वो है कि फ्रॉम किड्स पर्सपेक्टिव यानी आप हम जो सोचते हैं एज ए पेरेंट्स दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग बट व्हाट किड्स आर थिंकिंग कि एक अच्छे पेरेंट्स कैसे होने चाहिए आइडियल पेरेंटिंग कैसी होनी चाहिए वो क्या सोचते हैं अपने छोटे नन्हे मुन्ने दिमाग से हमारे लिए कि हम उनके लिए कैसे आइडियल हो सकते हैं कैसे अच्छे हो सकते हैं तो आज हम बच्चों की ज़बान से सुनना चाहेंगे और उसमें चाहें तो बड़े भी हमें कुछ पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं टिप्स दे सकते हैं कि हम कैसे अच्छे पेरेंट्स बने और हम अपने जो बच्चों का जो जर्नी है उसे कैसे आगे बूस्ट कर सकें तो प्रोग्राम का आगाज़ शुरू करते हैं और जोया से पूछते हैं कि जी जोया आप बता रही थी आइडियल पेरेंटिंग फॉर्म तो पहले तो ये बताएं जोया कि ये आइडियल पेरेंटिंग का मतलब क्या है ये टॉपिक आपके जहन में आया कैसे
ये मेरे दिमाग में आया है इसलिए समटाइम्स जो बच्चे होते हैं ना चुन्ने मुन्ने से वो सब चुन्ने मुन्ने से बता भी नहीं सकते इसलिए वो बात नहीं कर सकते हैं till they like until they get to their age, like their maximum age.
toddler and above that.
Yeah.
या आपकी एज के बच्चे जो सब कुछ बता सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ बातें ऐसी जो
Yeah.
अनसुनी हैं जो आप नहीं बता सकते हमें.
Because sometimes brothers and sisters, brother can do anything. Say I was little
Yeah,
and I had another sister.
yeah.
She was like about, I don't know, 32. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you just develop a
Yeah.
scenario. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
So
then-
एक आपकी बहन है जो कि 32 years old है.
And
Okay.
then she took some of my what's it called, Mentos.
Oh, okay. Right.
And she took some of my glitter for her
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I'm a little baby and I can't speak.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to tell my mom, and my mom doesn't care.
Oh.
Just say that.
Yeah.
So this is why I've chosen this topic. So
Right.
these listeners
तो
and
आप
viewers
बताना
could see.
चाहेंगे लिसनर व्यूअर्स को कि वो बच्चे जो कि एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते
Yeah.
और बच्चे जो एक्सप्रेस कर भी सकते हैं लेकिन उनकी बातें कभी-कभी अनसुनी हो जाती हैं. They can speak at any age, but sometimes parents, they have to have vigilant eye on them.
Yeah.
They have to have a close, open-minded conversation and
Yeah.
observation for the
Even
kids.
if they're at work, they still look after the children. I know all of you look after your children, but still, I wanted to pick this topic so you know more about
That's
parenting.
beautiful. So I'm
So you know
I'm
how
so
to
glad. आपने इतना अच्छा टॉपिक चूज किया कि चाहे पेरेंट्स बाहर हों, घर में हों, काम पर हों, कहीं पर भी हों. Zoya trust, she has a very very good trust in you guys that आप बहुत अच्छे पेरेंट्स हैं. पहली बात तो Zoya ये कह रही कि वो उस पर कोई डाउट नहीं कर रही. She got no doubt. वो कहती कि तमाम पेरेंट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं. वो बहुत अच्छी पेरेंटिंग करते
अल्लाह
हैं.
ताला ने बहुत अच्छे पेरेंट्स बनाए हैं और अल्लाह ताला ने बहुत पीपल से, जैसे हम लास्ट टाइम बुलिंग की बात कर रहे थे
Sorry, it's okay.
मेरा दिमाग उधर तो जो हम की बुलिंग का बात कर रहे थे
जी.
बात कर रहे
कोई
थे.
बात नहीं सेवा. आप इंग्लिश उर्दू दोनों अच्छी बोलती हैं. कोई बात नहीं. जी.
Okay, I'd rather say this in English.
Yeah.
So when we talked about bullying,
Yeah.
it was like one of those shows where it was saying that you have to stop bullying and we have to communicate and we need to say things right. But today it's a topic where parents and children are together.
Exactly.
But I have some tips as well that I want to share with you.
Okay. तो जोया कह रही हैं कि हमने जैसे लास्ट टाइम बुलिंग की बात की कि हम उसमें कैसे रिस्पॉन्सिव हो सकते हैं अगेंस्ट द बुलर्स और पीपल हु आर creating this anti-social activity against you or bullying or bad behavior including bullying. So आज वो बात करेंगे कि parenting कैसे इस bullying को reduce कर सकते हैं. How could be a major component in our society or in our community and how do kids integrate with it. So parenting plays a very very pivotal role to stop antisocial or social behaviors in a society. अगर parenting अच्छी है तो बच्चे ज़्यादा अच्छे educate होते हैं, ज़्यादा organized होते हैं, civilized होते हैं, well behaved mannered होते हैं और वो इन anti-social activities को control कर सकते हैं. This is what you want to say, Zoya.
Yes.
अच्छा Zoya, मैं आपकी बातों से हमेशा बड़ी inspired होती हूँ. I don't know where you just coming from और आप इतने अच्छे जो जवाब जो इतने अच्छे
It's all of this.
इतनी अच्छी जो बाउंड्रीज और इतनी अच्छी जो फैक्ट्स जो एक्सप्रेस करती हैं.
I've learnt from school, so thank you to my school.
Oh, that's wonderful. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपने अपने स्कूल से सीखी हैं और अपने माहौल से सीख रही हैं. तो जोया और मैं आज प्रोग्राम को आगे लिए चाहते हैं और प्रोग्राम का नाम है मम एंड मी रेडियो नेविगेटिंग द यूथ जर्नी और टॉपिक आज का जो बड़ा हॉट टॉपिक है हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं आइडियल पेरेंटिंग फ्रॉम अ किड्स पर्सपेक्टिव. और आप चाहें तो इस शो का जिक्र इस शो में शामिल होना चाहते हैं तो ज़रूर आ जाइए हमारे साथ मिलकर बातचीत कीजिए इस अच्छे से टॉपिक पे और आप भी बता सकते हैं अपने शेयर कर सकते हैं अपना आइडिया कि आप कैसे एक अच्छे पेरेंट बन सकते हैं और बने हैं जैसे कि हमने शुरू में कहा. और बच्चों के दिमाग में क्या जो है वो सोच आती होगी वो कैसे हमें देखना चाहते हैं उनके लिए आइडियल पेरेंटिंग क्या हो सकती है. तो जोया हम आपसे पूछेंगे एज अ चाइल्ड. आप 9 years old हैं ठीक है, और आपकी उम्र के जितने भी बच्चे होंगे और या आपसे छोटे भी और मेरे ख्याल से आपसे बड़े भी, जब वो क्योंकि आप प्रेजेंट कर रही हैं, यू आर प्रेजेंटिंग किड्स ग्रुप ऑफ डिफरेंट एज, या तो आपके ख्याल में आप कैसे देखना चाहते हैं, पेरेंट्स कैसे होने चाहिए, अच्छे पेरेंट्स से अच्छी पेरेंटिंग कैसे होनी चाहिए जो आप लोग चाहते हैं
So
अपने
I
लाइफ में?
have these 10 tips.
अच्छा, आप हमेशा टिप्स के साथ आती हैं हमारे शो के अंदर जब भी
Yeah.
होती हैं तो
And after these tips, I have a little joke.
ओके।
So,
अच्छा,
I'm
जोया
gonna
की इंटरेस्टिंग बात ये कि वो हमें टिप्स भी देती हैं, हमें जोक भी सुनाती हैं, हमें कभी नशीद भी सुनाती हैं,
Yeah.
हमें एंटरटेन भी करती हैं। तो आई थिंक जोया, आप ये एक बात मुझे एक आपस की बात है ना, थोड़ा सा हम किसी को नहीं बताएंगे प्रोग्राम में, ठीक है? तो आपस की बात ये है कि आप ये इतनी सारी जो प्रिपरेशन करती हैं, टिप्स और बातें और जोक्स, ये आप क्या पहले से जो है वो प्रिपरेशन करती हैं, इसकी तैयारी करती हैं?
No.
या कहीं से जो रीड कर दिया टिप्स आपको कहाँ से आई हैं ये टिप्स? आप क्या सर्च करती हैं सब चीज़ें, रीड
Yeah.
करती हैं, बुक्स करती हैं, क्या करती हैं?
So I search them.
आप सर्च करती हैं, बुक्स भी
Yeah.
रीड करती हैं?
Yeah.
Or-
And I usually make up my own little jokes. This is my own little joke. I haven't got it from anywhere else, and you can notice when I say the joke that
Yeah.
I didn't get it from anywhere
और ये
else.
टिप्स कहाँ से आती हैं, ये भी आप सर्च करती हैं?
Yeah.
ओके,
All of these tips came from research.
रिसर्च।
Yeah. So I'm glad if you're a parent or a child, you can research how to be a good parenting, how to like encourage your child, and how if anyone was bullying your child, and yeah.
or if your child is sad, upset, and
Yeah.
not having much progress.
And if your child's a bit upset, if I was a mother, say I'm a mother.
Oh, your mother.
Zoya.
Zoya. I'm your child, you're my mother. Okay.
Okay.
Take it.
Mummy.
Okay, mummy.
Okay.
तो आप क्या बता रही थी?
Two mummies. Okay. So can you say one of your friends' name?
Nazia.
Okay. So now say Nazi auntie. She's one of my great aunties. Say she hit you.
Oh my God, Nazia cannot hit me, but just a scenario, okay?
Okay.
चलो, मेरी एक
It's
friend
an
है.
example. Cry.
Oh, mummy, please, my friend is hitting me. What shall I do?
Go talk to her.
Oh, mummy,
Go-
but she's not talking to me. She's always aggressive. She's angry. She is very mean to me. I'm sorry for my words, but what shall I do? I don't want to speak to her.
I think I should. So say now the child's gone. Just pretend you're stomping down.
Okay, I'm stopped now.
Okay. So I can't see her, and then I can pretend I got a phone. I don't know where I could get a phone from, but and then talk to Nadia Auntie's mum. And since if me and Nadia Auntie's mum are both friends, which we are or not, it never matters like who she is and who the stranger is. If both of them are friends, we have to be friends. But if we're not friends, that's fine. So I call Nadia Auntie's mum and say that hello, your daughter was being mean to my daughter, and then if we both become friends, then both of us can sort about the problem that's happening between you and Nazi auntie.
You mean that parents have to be friends with each other, and then if they are friends, then they can solve the problems out quite quicker.
Yeah. So if it's like you've never seen it before and you've just seen it,
But
she's
so
become your
it's not
friend.
necessary we always have to be friend. But what if we don't know? We're not friends. Okay, the kids are
that's
fighting.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Kids are fighting.
Yeah.
So
So what is the role of the parent? What is the role of the parent? Parent को क्या करना चाहिए? अगर कोई
parent should say to the other parent that sorry to interrupt you, but your child was apparently being mean to my child, and if we could sort this both out together, then it would be great.
Oh, so you want, if आपने पहले tip ये दी कि you
Yeah.
ask the child to go and speak to your friend nicely. Yeah. And if the child because every child is different.
So if you want to do it in private,
yeah.
like talk to your friend in private,
yeah.
and then just sort out the problem.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so what I understand, ताकि मैं parents को बता सकूं. So your tip is that first thing first, you're going to talk to your child. You want to tell them nicely in a calm environment that please don't cry. She's your friend. You have to be calm down. You have to sort it out. Be nice. Be kind. Let it go. But like think about how serious the matter is. And if you think the matter cannot be resolved, if the child, like your daughter or your son, is not happy to speak to your friend on that account, then the next thing is you're going to talk to the parents to resolve the matter internally and just talk about parents. How can we solve this out? You see, our kids are nice, lovely, kind, fantastic, and they're not supposed to be bad behavior with each other. Excuse me. So this is how we can to sort out. This is the next level. So parenting engagement. So both parents, they have to engage each other nicely, kindly, and sort this out. That's the first thing. Yes. I agree with you, Zoe. I think it's a pretty much better, fantastic idea. It's fair enough that, kids have to be engaged and the parents have to be. अच्छा, और दूसरी क्या आप बता सकते हैं और जो टिप्स आप बता रही थी, तो वो टिप्स कौन से हो सकते हैं? Before we go for the tips, आज की बातें आपकी बातें जो है आगे हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे, लेकिन हम बताएंगे कि जो पेरेंट्स आज इस प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा बनना चाहते हैं और बच्चे इसका हिस्सा बनना चाहते हैं, तो वो हमें लाइव देख सकते हैं थ्रू फेसबुक, ट्विटर, व्हाट यू कॉल एक्स, ट्विच और यूट्यूब के थ्रू. लाइव स्ट्रीम कमेंट्स ड्रॉप करना चाहें तो वो भी कर सकते हैं थ्रू फेसबुक, और अगर चाहें इस प्रोग्राम में शामिल होना तो हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं थ्रू 01733602133 पे. ठीक है जोया, तो बात हो रही थी आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की, एंड दैट्स फ्रॉम द किड्स पर्सपेक्टिव. अच्छा जोया, मैं आपसे मज़ीद जो है इस बारे में सवाल करना चाहूँगी. अच्छा, आप कह रही थी कि कुछ पेरेंटल टिप्स देना चाहती हैं, तो व्हाट आर दोज टिप्स जो आपने रिसर्च करके निकाली हैं? ये टिप्स कौन सी हैं? ये हम सब सुनना चाहेंगे.
Number one is be a good role model.
And role model किसे बना रही हैं आप? Is that for kids or is that for parents?
Parents.
Okay,
Because it's parenting.
Okay, so
It's a
parenting.
parenting
Okay,
step.
so parents have to be a good role model. Okay.
Yeah. And number two, love them, hug them, and show like your love through action.
अच्छा, एक टिप पे हम थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करेंगे इन डिटेल. पहली टिप आपने कही कि be a good model to parents. I mean, what kind of good modeling you want them from? I mean, किस तरह की modeling उन्हें करनी चाहिए? Good models in what different scenarios? So could you explain a bit more about that? Be a good parenting.
Be a good role model.
Well, yes. What do you mean by the role model for that?
Like, so say in school, there is a future leader, and they are good. They're good in the studies, which I want to be. So they're good in their studies. They wish to be future leader. They wish to be like a very good role model, and if they promise their class to be a very good role model, they will be a really good role model, and they would be looking after the whole school and being a good perspective. And so and one day I hopefully think that would be me, and be a good future leader and lead my school and be a good future leader, like the top future leader, because when you're in year 6 you get to be like the top future leader.
Yeah.
And you have to, I don't know if you have to, but I would promise my class and the whole school that I'll be a good future leader.
Okay, so that's the model as a good future leader. So how would you like the parents to become good model for you as a good parent?
And a parent is exactly not the same, because that's all about school. But when you're a parent, you have to be very perspective on your child. So me and my mom, we were watching this movie. There's a boy who's very strong, and the mother died, and the mother said, make sure you look after all these women and make sure you have a happy life and make sure you just be like your father, because the father had to get revenge from someone else. And so that was very good parenting from the mother that told her son to be very
strong and be helpful.
Yeah.
So the revenge in a positive way, not in the bad way. The revenge means that you have to do the best for people who are suffering, who are victimized, because there are a lot of things happening in the society, in the community. And the lady,
And so-
she wanted the child to be very strong and be very positive and helpful.
Just like her dad.
Just
like his dad.
Just like his dad. And that was the role modeling.
Yeah.
That she wants the child to follow the role models or to follow
Before she
the
died.
footsteps of that's what we call. So agar parents khud अच्छे होंगे Zoya, parents, because I believe you can't teach your children by saying do this or don't do that. You have to show them how the things work on. So you have to.
You can't just say,
you
Zoya,
have to-
do this.
Yeah, unless I do it. I have to set examples. If I'm doing it, you will take a look. You will have a very keen observation on me, and you say, "Oh, yes, my mom and dad, they're doing
Like
it."
when my mom was doing the dishes, or my dad,
Yeah.
I got straight concentration of that. So, and the laundry. Not laundry, washing.
Yeah.
I'm not American.
So all the things which you're doing it, but a part of this chore, Zoya, other things like studying, right? Looking after people. So
Like
you,
my parents study.
yeah,
So I take a look at that.
yeah.
That's being a good role model.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So this is what I mean. Like if you have to be, you're doing good, then you have, this is actually teaching your kids. For instance, if you're offering a prayer, then your kids are doing the same. You're not,
Yeah.
if you're reciting a Holy Quran, or you're reading books, or you're just looking into the research,
Yeah.
you're reading out, it's exactly what they are
It's
following
like,
it.
it's like the I go to this mosque and I if you're watching this,
Yeah.
Muna Qasim, yeah, I'm involving you, and he teaches us surahs and kitabs,
Yeah.
and it's like someone teaching you.
Hmm.
That's good role modeling.
Yeah, exactly. Teaching is a good role modeling. So whatever we do
So
is a
even
model.
even a teacher can be a good role model, है ना, mommy?
Exactly. So parents could be the best role model for you because they're teaching you, they're nurturing you,
And
they're
teachers
looking
can.
after you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
And principals and
Exactly. Yeah.
no,
But
never know.
people around you who are doing any fantastic tasks, they're actually a role model for you. Or चूंकि हम parenting की बात कर
And
रहे हैं.
I'm involving my teacher from Philbridge,
Yeah.
Miss Taylor and
Yeah.
Miss Han, which helped me very a lot with my work,
Hmm.
which in writing and
In
helped
reading.
me with writing, reading, maths.
Yeah.
The way I love maths
Hmm.
is because my teacher, Miss Taylor, I put my hand up and she picks me sometimes because she has to let other people have a go. So I don't mind that.
Hmm.
And so when I put my hand up, I really like it because they've taught me something new.
Hmm.
And when they've taught me something new, I get to put my hand up even more. Hand up.
You'll be
hand
more
up.
constant, frequent to raising your hand, to showing, expressing that you want to involve in the discussion or in the class activity. Absolutely wonderful. So एक तो आपने कहा be a good role model. दूसरे जो factors हैं, दूसरे जो tips हैं parenting की, ideal
Love
parenting
them,
की.
hug them, and
Oh.
show them your love action.
Absolutely. So, would you let me say something at this
Yeah.
point? So, I think good parenting means be open with your kids.
Yeah.
Just listen to them.
Definitely.
Give them a room to talk about. Listen to their
So
opinion, their
they
thoughts.
have to be room.
And always show your unconditional love to them. You know, just cuddle them, love them, hug them, make them feel warm, make them affectionate that you love a lot. आप उनसे प्यार करते हैं. जाहिर बात है, parents आपसे बहुत प्यार करते हैं, आप उनके बच्चे होते हैं. लेकिन ये कभी-कभी आपको present करना पड़ता है. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ उन्हें महसूस करवाएं. Sometimes by your actions, you have to let them know that you love them a lot.
Yeah.
Well done, Zoya. बहुत अच्छी tips बता रही हैं. तो third tip कौन सी है आपकी?
My third tip is to
जो आप पेरेंट्स को बताना चाह रही हैं कि
to be kind and positive.
be kind
parenting.
and be positive and thoughtful. बिल्कुल ठीक है. ज़ाहिर बात है आप kind होंगे तो पेरेंट्स अगर अच्छे तरीके से बच्चों से behave करेंगे, kind होंगे, so बच्चे उनकी बात और सुनेंगे. I think they always listen to you when you become more kind, give them value. I always say always value to your children. अपने बच्चों को कभी भी underestimate ना करें, उनको value करें, उनकी बात सुने. They are smart. Even they are smart smarter than you. आपके पास जो सोच है उनकी जो सोच है उनकी 10 तरह से आपसे 1000 गुना ज़्यादा है. तो प्लीज़ उनको सुनिए, उनको वैल्यू करें, उनकी ओपन डिस्कशन करें उनके साथ. और हमेशा एक बात जो मैं कहती हूँ वो always turn the negative experience of their life into learning opportunities. है कि नहीं जोया?
Yeah.
तो दैट्स द थर्ड पॉइंट. अच्छा, और क्या टिप्स दे रही हैं? आज तो हमारे पास टिप्स की बरसात हो रही है पेरेंटिंग, और मैं तो आज बड़ी खुश हूँ कि मुझे आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की टिप्स जो है वो अपनी बेटी से मिल रही है.
So be safe for your child. No, be safe. Be a safe environment for your child, which basically means be over. So here's a son, here's the child. The son's protecting the child. Instead of the son protecting the child, it could be the father, the auntie, the uncle, the mother, especially the mother and the parents.
And dad, yeah. Mother and father, yes.
Yeah, mother and father. But it could be auntie,
So,
uncle,
उनके लिए एक साया बने, एक सुकून बने, उनके लिए एक सेफ एनवायरनमेंट डेवलप करें कि बच्चे आपकी तरफ देखें तो उन्हें सुकून मिले, दे फील सेफ्टी. अच्छा, हमारा कमर्शियल ब्रेक हुआ चाहता है थोड़ी सी देर में, तो उसके बाद हम अपनी गुफ्तगू जारी रखेंगे जोया के साथ आइडियल पेरेंटिंग पे. ठीक है जोया?
ठीक है.
Let's take a break.
Salam Radio, and it's now time for Asr Azan. This Azan is sponsored by Park Foods. Come and see the difference.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم بك نحيا وبك نموت وإليك المصير. رضينا بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا.
Find us on Facebook at Salam Radio.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to all the listeners and viewers of Salam Radio 106.2 FM. And I'm presenting your show, Mama Me Radio, Navigating the Youth Journey with Zoya and myself, Dr. Erum Khan. इस दफ़ा फिर हम आप सबको वेलकम किए चाहते हैं इस प्रोग्राम में और आज का शो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हुआ चाहता है और जोया हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं. आज अपना तबसरा बयान कर रही हैं हमारे साथ आइडियल पेरेंटिंग पे, आइडियल पेरेंटिंग फ्रॉम किड्स पर्सपेक्टिव. अच्छा जोया, आपने हमें बहुत सारी टिप्स दी हैं. अब आप मुझे बताएं कि आपकी नेक्स्ट टिप है आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की, वो क्या बताने लगी हैं?
तो my tip was
आपने हमें
before.
अभी चार टिप्स बता दी हैं ना आइडियल पेरेंटिंग के.
So now I'm going to move on to the fifth. और वो है talk with your child and help their brains integrate, which means help their brain think of more positive things more than negative. Because when they think of negative, when they think of negativity, they start to worry, they start to panic, they start to cry, they never then, because they never stop, they never stop. So that's why. And yeah.
So आपका कहने का मकसद है कि आप बच्चों का जो दिमाग है उसको उसके साथ आप ताल्लुक बनाएं. So always read your kids' mind, what they're thinking, and always integrate them, coordinate करें, उनसे पूछें कि वो क्या सोच रहे हैं. Sit down, like I said, always have an open conversation with them. Always try to, sort out together, to find the solutions together. Always take their advice, take their suggestions as well, what they're thinking. So this is another thing, that be coordinative, integrate in all thoughts with your children, and then talk along with them, speak to them, just be open, right? Just speak up along with your kids. तो ये आपका एक और आपने टिप बताया for parenting, early parenting के लिए. अच्छा जोया, मैं एक बात समझती हूँ कि I can always say reasoning plays a very, very important and significant role. You have to just find to help. If you have to help your child, you always find out the reasoning. Always give them reasoning. अगर आप कुछ घर में rules बनाते हैं, for instance, okay, मैं समझती हूँ आपको मैं माइक थोड़ा सा नीचे कर दूँ ताकि आपको आसानी हो जाए. अगर हम अपना कोई rules, no worries, हम कोई रूल सेट करते हैं अपने घर में, तो हमें हमेशा उसको रीजनिंग देनी चाहिए. कभी हमें we should not be very strict with the kids कि oh, this is the rule, you have to follow, that's it. You have to tell them why you set up the rules, what are the reasons behind it. So always give them a reason so they know the values of those rules. Or this helps to regulate themselves in their own presence, even if you're not watching them. तो ऐसा नहीं कि बच्चों को आप जब देख रहे होंगे तो बच्चे डर के आपकी बात को, आपके rules को follow करें, because they know you're keeping an eye on them. No, they should be self-regulated. They should know the values of those wonderful rules you're setting up in your home. उसके कुछ रीजंस हैं, ठीक है. अगर मैं कहूँगी कि आपने इस वक्त सो जाना है और आपने इस वक्त उठना है और आपने इस टाइम पे अपने जो स्टडीज़ करनी है, अपना होमवर्क करना है, इस वक्त आपने खा लेना है और इस वक्त आपने बाकी चीज़ें करनी हैं, तो ये कुछ टाइमिंग्स हैं, कुछ रूल्स हैं, कुछ चीज़ें हैं. बट I will say try to be flexible, not always be very, very strict, but always give them a room. लेकिन हमेशा limitations, boundaries के आगे आपने नहीं जाना. You always have borderlines, you have boundaries. जब भी आप rules बनाएं, just ask them to follow them, but always give them reasons and try to be a little bit flexible with them, because at the end of the day, you're not machines, you're human being. थोड़ी बहुत उनकी बात सुन लेनी चाहिए, लेकिन उसमें कोई रीज़न हो, जो कि ऑथेंटिसिटी हो, कोई रीज़न हो, बेसिक पॉइंट जो आप उनकी बात सुने, और ताकि बच्चे आप पर ट्रस्ट करें, बच्चे आपको दोस्त माने. Always being very kind and friend with your kids. Like I said, always there should be some borderline and some boundaries to undertake in your account. इस बारे में आप क्या सोचती हैं जोया? ऐसा होना चाहिए कि उनको रीज़न दें ताकि बच्चे उन वैल्यूज़ को समझें. घर में कुछ रूल्स सेट होते हैं कुछ घरों में और वो रूल्स पे फॉलो करते हैं, तो बच्चों को बताना चाहिए कि ये रूल्स क्यों बनाए गए हैं. व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दैट?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really good, very good explanation
Yeah.
about men like parenting.
Yeah, yeah. So if you don't know the values of the
Instead,
rules,
yeah.
also that, oh, these are rules. You take them as a force.
There's-
You know,
because
you're thinking
there's-
somebody's enforcing you for that.
Many rules that you say you have to follow many rules, and like you don't want to follow
Yeah, you don't
these
want to follow the rules. As a kid, I know kids don't want to
And-
follow the rules. They say,
yeah,
oh,
they
we
don't want to follow the rules because they're too tired.
Yeah, but if they know the real meaning for that, कि parents क्यों उनका
Yeah.
ख्याल करें, and this is about the caring from
So
parents.
I think this is a very good explanation
Yeah.
of our idea,
Yeah,
parenting with the kids' perspective.
yeah, okay. That's wonderful. अच्छा जोया, ये हम पेरेंटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, तो मैं भी आपकी तरह रिसर्च कर रही थी और मुझे कुछ पता चला कि जो कहा जाता है कि देयर डिफरेंट पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल्स जो कि रिसर्च में रिसर्च वर्क जो है वो प्रेजेंट करते हैं कि कुछ कहते हैं कि परमिसिव पेरेंटिंग होती है, कुछ कहते हैं कि अथॉरिटेटिव होती है. One type is neglectful and another one is authoritarians. So you know, there are different parenting styles. अब ज़ाहिर बात है कि मुख्तलिफ पेरेंट्स का मुख्तलिफ पर्सपेक्टिव है, what they have learned from their parents, what they have learned from their childhood in their childhood, what they have learned from their surroundings. उनको क्या बात फैक्टफुल लगती है, क्या बात सही लगती है, वो उसी अंदाज से पेरेंटिंग को लिए जाते हैं अपनी ज़िंदगी में बच्चों के लिए. अच्छा, आपकी एक बात जो है मैंने समझी कि यू हैव टू बी थॉटफुल एंड यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड द सेफ इन्वायरमेंट. इस बात को मैं इस तरह से भी कहूँगी, कुछ पेरेंट्स ने कुछ अपना जो माजी है उनका, अपना जो चाइल्डहुड है वो इतना अच्छा नहीं होता, कुछ का बहुत अच्छा होता है, वो उसी तरह से बच्चों को पेरेंटिंग करना चाहते हैं. कुछ ने जो अपने चाइल्डहुड में कुछ देखा होता है, उन पे गुजरी होती है, दे डोंट वांट टू रिपीट द सेम थिंग फॉर देयर किड्स. So they always want to bring some different environment for parenting. Maybe they would do the same because sometimes they follow their parents exactly because they've been nurtured by that, they've been trained like that. So just they follow the same theme. इसी तरह से पेरेंटिंग करना चाहते हैं. कुछ जो कि they have looked all around in the surroundings, they have done some research, they have studied parenting and they want to bring some positive and wonderful changes in it. ऐसे ही है और मैं समझती हूँ ऐसा होना चाहिए. क्या ख्याल है आपका? क्योंकि पेरेंट्स जो है it's like giving you a vision, right? और आप जितना ज़्यादा उसको समझेंगे, जितना ज़्यादा उस पर सोचेंगे, because I think parenting is no easy job. पेरेंटिंग बहुत मुश्किल काम है और एक आइडियल पेरेंटिंग तो बहुत ही मुश्किल काम है.
Absolutely, I agree because
मुश्किल नॉट
toddlers-
इन अ सेंस के इट्स लाइक अ टारगेट लाइक, क्योंकि आपको मुख्तलिफ एस्पेक्ट्स को देखना पड़ेगा सो थॉटफुली, वेरी वेरी यू नो
and plus
इन
it's
डिटेल.
because of like especially toddlers and babies because they need extra things just to look after them.
या एग्जैक्टली.
So I think so.
मैं यहाँ से हर एज ग्रुप में पेरेंटिंग का
Yeah.
चैलेंज अलग होता है. जब बच्चे होते हैं तो पेरेंट्स उस तरीके से बच्चों को
But it's
देखते
easy
हैं.
to look after the child and the teenager and the except if your teenager has tantrums.
So you should know how to deal with the tantrums as well.
Yeah.
ये भी पेरेंटिंग का बहुत यही वजह है जोया कि मैं कह रही हूँ कि पेरेंटिंग करना आसान काम नहीं है. आसान हो सकता है अगर हम इन तमाम if you understand all those different basic fundamentals of parenting, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी मैं समझती हूँ, this is my opinion, आप सबकी सोच definitely different हो सकती है, but from my perspective it could be easy, but it's, on the other hand it's very very difficult being an ideal parent, क्योंकि आपको बच्चों के साथ बैठना होता है, उनकी साइकोलॉजी को समझना होता है, उनकी थॉट्स को उसी तरह से आपने अपने आप को ट्रेन करना होता है ना अकॉर्डिंगली, कि बच्चे हर एज में क्या आपसे चाह रहे हैं. You have to be quite flexible sometimes. At the same time you have to be a little bit follow the limitations. You have to understand your kids and you have to give your own opinions to them. Sometimes you have to give some different choices, कि हमेशा अच्छा होता है कि आप बच्चों को choices दें. बच्चों को you don't always bind them for one thing. You always give them different choices and options, but sometimes we don't have options, to be honest. It's some less likely, but this is the case scenario, real life scenario as well. तो इन सब कुछ इन बातों को देखते हुए हम आगे जो है चलेंगे. अच्छा, इन बिटवीन हम बातें कर रहे हैं आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की, तो मैं आपसे हम एक अच्छी सी नसीहत सुन लेते हैं और उसके बाद हम मजीद आइडियल पेरेंटिंग पे गुफ्तगू करेंगे. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I was so far from you, yet to me you were always so close. I wandered lost in the dark. I closed my eyes to all the signs you put in my way. I walked every day further and further away from you. Ooh, Allah, you brought me home. I thank you with every breath I take. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I never thought about all the things you had given to me. I never thanked you once. I was too proud to see the truth and prostrate to you until I took the first step. And that's when you opened the doors for me. Now, Allah, I realize what I was missing by being far from you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Allah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all my years I've been lost. You guided me from all the ways that were wrong. Indeed, you gave me hope. Oh Allah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all my years I've been lost. You guided me from all the ways that were wrong. I wanna thank you for bringing me home. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah.
That was Mahar Zen. Thank you, Allah. And once again, we welcome you all to Salam Radio 106.2 FM. और आज आप हमारा शो सुन रहे हैं और शो का नाम है
Mummy Radio navigating the journey, and this radio is being presented by Dr. Erum and Zoya and Dr.
Thank you, Zoya, for being the part of our show today again. और हम प्रोग्राम में कमर्शियल ब्रेक से पहले बात कर रहे थे पेरेंटिंग के हवाले से, और आप उसमें बड़ी ज़बरदस्त टिप्स जो है वो पेरेंट्स के साथ और बच्चों के साथ फैमिली के साथ शेयर कर रहे थे.
Tip monster.
You're a tip monster. Indeed you are. So इस प्रोग्राम में अपने बहुत अच्छी सी टिप्स जो है वो उसका सिलसिला जारी है, और अभी भी आप लोगों के पास मौका है, अगर आप चाहें हमें मज़ीद टिप्स देना आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की. जो पेरेंट्स सुन रहे हैं इस शो को, अगर वो हमें आइडियल पेरेंटिंग की कुछ टिप्स देना चाहते हैं आज, और जो बच्चे सुन रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये प्रोग्राम है आइडियल पेरेंटिंग फ्रॉम किड्स पर्सपेक्टिव, कि बच्चे क्या सोचते हैं कि पेरेंट्स कैसे होने चाहिए. तो जोया कह रही हैं कि पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो काइंड होने चाहिए, थॉटफुल होने चाहिए, ओपन होने चाहिए. They should speak to their kids. They should coordinate with kids. Also, they should be giving them unconditional love by showing their action. जैसे उनको give them a hug, cuddle them. और जोया बता रही थी कि, और जोया क्या बता रही थी, अभी कुछ और भी बता रही थी, और क्या थी आपकी टिप्स?
There's 4 more. And one of them will reflect on your own childhood.
ये क्या बात कही कि reflect your own childhood? ये कैसे हो सकता है कि you reflect?
It's like reflect the shapes.
Reflect the shapes.
So say I have a triangle. I don't know how to make the triangle. That. I reflect it by this way. I reflected it again by the opposite way. So it's like that, and now it's turned around, and it's become like that. I don't know how, like that.
Yeah.
That's become a triangle, and then a triangle.
Yeah. So
it's like reflecting your own childhood, how your own child has reflected. You should. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm gonna try. So it's basically trying to reflect your own childhood onto your other child.
Oh, whatever
so like
the child.
I went to this nursery.
Yeah.
You said now you're born. You have a newborn baby. You send that child to your same school. That's reflecting on your own childhood.
So what you have learned good, you're reflecting them towards your child.
Yeah.
जो कुछ आपने अपने बचपन में अच्छा सीखा, समझा, सुना, वो reflect करें.
It's like me.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't a mother, my mum had me. Then I went to Peterborough School and the Peterborough Nursery. Sorry. And after about when I turned something years old, I finished Peterborough Nursery and I went to reception, and then I went to reception, and then I went to year 1, then year 2, then year 3, and then year 4.
You carry on your journey.
Yeah. And then my brother, now since I'm in year 5, he's in nursery.
Yeah.
And he goes to the same school.
Same
as
nursery.
Me. Same nursery. Same nursery. So he goes to the same nursery as me, and one girl, I don't know what her name was, but she remembered me from Peterborough School, and she was like, "Where's Zoya? Isn't he Zoya's brother?" And then and then we kept on. I wasn't there. My mum was there, and and so that just means a meaning that she remembers me still from that school, and she's going to take really good care of mine.
Yeah, so that's a reflection of yours towards your brother.
Yeah.
So if you're well behaved, you're doing good, you're learning good, then you're reflecting the same towards your upcoming generations.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to tell. Yes, indeed, that's very true. Like you said, what we have learned in our childhood, with the positivity we have being brought up with, we want to reflect that. Sometimes unfortunately, some parents, they haven't got anything very much positive in their life because of some circumstances, some reasons behind there, which is absolutely not their fault. So they don't want to reflect those negativities. They want to turn those negative experience into learning opportunities for their kids. वो बच्चों को बताते हैं. Say when we were that younger, then we were the child at like your age, we didn't have this opportunity. We didn't have this facility. We didn't have that.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
you pronounce it. Somalia.
Yeah, exactly. The people who didn't have much supportive basic necessities of the life.
It was like the people that were rich and stuff. They get in the olden days. It used to be like whoever was rich, they get the better food and they get the
Yeah.
better things. while the
Likewise,
poor
so
people-
it's still going on in this new and modernized era. This is also the situation that some parents they're not providing they cannot provide the basic necessities because of a few reasons behind like geopolitical issues or poverty or inflation. So they're trying the hardest to being the best parents, and they are best parent because they're fighting against all those basic necessities for the kids and they're bringing hard for themselves, but on the top they're trying the best food they can bring for their kids. बच्चों के लिए मेहनत कर रहे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं, और they are definitely, I just really regard honor to all the parents who are having all these difficulties in their life, but still they're trying the best to be the best parents.
Yeah.
So so reflect your parenting, reflect your own childhood to your
Try to
parents.
be mindful and change your think of how you do it differently.
Yeah, exactly,
And read.
exactly. I agree with you absolutely. I agree. Be mindful.
Not read.
Yeah, don't always stick to just follow the
It's
same
not like glue
boundaries and outlines and
and
same.
boundaries. Glue boundaries stick
Yeah.
together. You just stay with that.
You have to have the boundaries, but you can't follow all the situation in
You
the
can't
same way
always
all the
do
time.
In the say, my teacher had good handwriting. I can't just copy that in the boundaries. I can't just copy
So-
that. Like,
Exactly.
see this? I have the same handwriting as my teacher.
Yeah. So what I understand what you mean or what we're thinking is that you have to be mindful. If you can't do that because of some reasons, then we should give you some options for that. We cannot
It's like
we cannot always stick to, isn't it? We can you have to do this. You just give choices. You just give options.
Yeah.
Just be a
if
little
you
bit
don't
flexible.
want to do it, it's like me going to the doctors and I'm so afraid of needles.
Yeah.
And-
Needle phobia. Some people have it. Yeah.
And I'm a bit scared and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And like I have to. Sometimes I get needles. Not that much, but like when it's like somewhere.
Yeah.
in
So what
my
does it mean?
arm or something.
If you have got needle phobia, right, for instance, so parents should
They
not
give
be.
you choices.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
should.
they have this cream, I don't know, spray cream,
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently people say the cream hurts even more, but I have no idea because I've never want that choice.
Exactly. Absolutely agree with that.
Because I don't even like the spray or the cream.
Yeah. So what do you mean? Like by saying that, you want to say that always give options to your children, give
It's
them
like-
different options, choices, isn't it? So be mindful. Think about maybe they don't like it, they don't want to be in that situation, and they don't
like-
want to accept it. So just don't be stick with. You're creating the boundaries. You're going to be in there. I know there are some limitations, but you should in those limitations वहाँ रहते हुए भी आपको उनको कुछ choices, कुछ options देनी चाहिए ताकि वो flexible हों और वो सही तरीके से आप उसका हिस्सा बन सकें.
So they can-
Means yeah.
आपको थोड़ा और अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. इसलिए अगर वो फ्लेक्सिबल नहीं होते हैं ना, फिर आपको सही तरह से बता नहीं सकते आपको कैसे वो फील कर रहे हैं. माय मम मेरी जल्दी से ऐसे नोटिस कर लेती है अगर मैं अपसेट हूँ या नहीं. अगर मैं मौत से आई हूँ या स्कूल से, मेरा मुंह ऐसे हो रहा है, मैं थोड़ा हो रही हूँ, तो फिर मेरी मम्मी इतना तरह से पता नहीं कैसे, लेकिन मैजिक ट्रिक की तरह बताए उनको.
That's very good.
It's like click of a finger,
Yeah.
she knows.
Because your parents, they know you inside out. They have got very, very good observation
Inside
on
out.
you. They
It's
know.
because the mother knows you more, but then your dad knows you more.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you never know which one knows you more.
They both know you very well. है ना? तो यही वजह है और हकीकत बात है कि इसलिए कहा कि mindful होना चाहिए. You should try to figure out, you should try to sort it out same
Yeah.
time. और कौन से tips हैं जो आप देना चाह रही हैं सोया? कुछ और भी tips आप बता रही हैं हमें?
So we have 3 more.
जी, इससे पहले कि हमारे टाइम का अख्ताम हो जाए, हम
Yeah.
आपसे टिप्स, क्योंकि आज का शो में हमने बहुत सारे
we need
टिप्स
to
जो है
do-
डिस्कस कर रहे हैं.
So pay attention to your own well-being to prevent
Exactly.
parenting.
अगर आप खुद ठीक नहीं
burnout.
हैं, बच्चों ने आपके सर में दर्द किया हुआ है, not in a bad way, जाहिर बात क्योंकि
I
बच्चे
do not.
बहुत सारे आपसे सवाल करते हैं, उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशंस होती हैं, आपको उनको फूड देना है, उनको लुक आफ्टर करना है, उनको एजुकेशन में भी आपको हेल्प करनी है. सो यू हैव टू हैव अ वेरी गुड वेलबींग. अगर आप खुद ठीक नहीं हैं, इट शुड बी अ पेरेंट बर्नआउट. आप खुद परेशान हो जाएंगे
Yeah,
और खुद
I'm
सेहतमंद
still-
नहीं होंगे साइकोलॉजी और you got depressed or anxiety तो you're not going to be able to look after your kids very well तो
Yeah.
पेरेंट को आइडियल पेरेंटिंग के लिए खुद बड़ा सेहतमंद होना पड़ेगा
Yeah.
नेक्स्ट पॉइंट क्या है जी नेक्स्ट टिप आपकी
Okay, I still have bombastic side eye.
Yeah.
Because he said that.
Yeah.
Do not spank or do not spank no matter what. Because if you spank, you
Hit.
hit.
Yeah.
It's a modeling to your child that they can do anything they want in life. Like when you're a teenager, you can have very big tantrums and you get to do anything. It's like I'm a teenager and if you spank hitting and then your
And-
child gets more operative that they can do anything they want
And
in life.
they just become more violent. So आपने देखा कि वो बच्चे ज़्यादा bullying होते हैं
they
violent
they
because
get violent, man, because they know they can do anything. It's like that.
वो समझते हैं कि हर चीज़ को aggression के साथ हल किया जा सकता है because that's what they have been learned in their
Yeah.
childhood. So never ever hit them, never ever spank them, whatever the reason. So try to be mindful and give them be flexible and try to
Yeah.
speak to them. Be open, listen to them, and try to speak up and just find out
Yeah.
the reason behind.
And-
So Zoya, और जल्दी से लास्ट जो टिप है वो भी बता दें हम.
Okay. Keep thing in perspective and remember your parenting goal. Find ways to. Okay, I'm just gonna go move on to number 10. Take a shortcut parenting advice by finding in the research and
Yeah.
latest.
सो पेरेंटिंग रिसर्च करें देखें कि बेस्ट पेरेंटिंग क्या है और इसी के साथ आज हम अपने शो को ख़त्म करते हैं टॉपिक था आइडियल पेरेंटिंग बहुत मज़ा आया आपसे बात करके फिर मुलाकात करेंगे नेक्स्ट संडे बिटवीन 3 to 4 इजाज़त दीजिए अल्लाह हाफिज़ अस्सलाम
Allah
वालेकुम
Hafiz, Jazakallah.